Hey, how you doing, everybody? Uh, yeah, my name is Luis Gonzalez. I'm gonna start documenting a lot of my stuff when it comes to just like my success and just things that I'm building right now. Got a company called Big Lou Antique and Rare Treasures, which is growing. I've been doing it already for about 8 years. Um, Now I now sell more watches and jewelry. Have a few toys here and there. I actually started with toys, really big, just dedicated to toys, and it was very successful. A lot of money in toys, and forget about it. It's been a great journey. Took a long time. I'm still building. I mean, you got a lot of time in your life where you just gotta continue moving on anything you're trying to do and just take your time with it. It's never no rush. I used to work for a company called 1-800 Got Junk. Started cleaning out houses and all different type of stuff, and then I started learning. I started then getting Lionel trains, jewelry, old pocket watches. And while I was getting all these items, it was crazy because then, I started learning like, oh my God, like there's just so much history and a lot of things that are just worth a lot of money. And we just don't know. A lot of people that do tax sales or garage sales or flea markets, forget about it, get a lot of treasures. If you like lucky enough to be around all that, if you're around like garage sales and everything, maybe close, there's a lot of ways to make a lot of money, and just like you could be working and make a lot of money on the side. I mean, I'm from New York, so being in New York, just having one job is just not simple. Like you can have a job, but you better have a good career. If you don't, then you better have a second choice, some second income coming in because it's pretty expensive out here. A lot of people that are from New York and they're just like got a job, but they're kind of struggling. They'll move out, go to Florida or Virginia or Connecticut, try to find another area where they can afford stuff. But me, I love New York. I was able to, I'm definitely from the hustle. I had a club before when I was younger. I did a lot of things when it came to like just hustling, making different type of money. And forget about it. I was a personal trainer. I've done everything, but I've learned that about myself that I'm really good at selling, really good at selling and talking to people and letting them know and just letting them know about an item. And you just got to just perfect everything when it comes to like what you're doing. It doesn't matter what it is. I mean, for me, just having this business of watches and jewelry and toys, it's been forget about it. It's been good. Just learning and knowing prices and kind of knowing value of different items. But it took years for me to learn. I'm on it every day. I'm like really dedicated to just my job, which I work for Samsung, and definitely going and just doing everything when it comes to my business. So my life is boring. This is what I do. Like everything's about just staying consistent and continuously learning. I'm always on Google learning. Learning different items like prices and where it came from, and you got to do your homework when it comes to that. But I'm mentoring a few people. I mentor a few people, that I've encountered in Facebook, and has been calling me here and there and asking me questions, and I'm starting to see that I educate people, which is great, right? Because you got to experience stuff in your life, but then you can be able to teach somebody else, right? So forget about it. I've learned a lot and picked up a lot of good things, but I mentor people just the business and just tell them to take their time and just figure out what you want to do and how you want to do it and what do you want to sell, because there's so many things you could you gotta love what you do. You know what I'm saying? I love watches, so I got into watches really deep. That's like my number one seller, my number one sell item. I sell a lot of watches. Jewelry does pretty well too. But you got to kind of look at the market, like what's happening, what's going on. It's like spinners, right? There was a moment where spinners was really hot, and if you was in the mix and you paying attention and you're really looking at what's selling out there, then you get involved in that. You know what I'm saying? You get about 100 units of spinners, and you just sell them out there, and you can make some money. You just got to really pay attention and really dedicate yourself into learning every day. So, again, I've been through it. When it comes to the beginning of selling, you're going to go through a bunch of stuff, right? I mean, when it comes to like you sending an item and shipping it out, and the item getting lost, and if you didn't put insurance, then you're going to have to take the loss. So like everything's your fault. You know what I'm saying? You got to go through it and learn, or just talk to people and kind of not try to make the mistakes, even though you're going to go through it. Like me, I just try to ask people, and I try to learn from other people. I go to YouTube, and I like right now I'm documenting this right here, and again, I've been through certain things. Customer trying to scam me. There was a moment. I'll say a quick little story. I went and shipped out a Gucci watch. It was worth about $500. So this scammer, because I'm gonna call him a scammer, because he knew what he was doing. When you ship out an item and you put it on PayPal, you put the tracking number on PayPal. So when I put the tracking on PayPal, he paid attention. What he did was then pay the $20 to change the shipping, the address. And what he did was put it as pickup. So when he put it on pickup, in PayPal it'll stay stuck. It'll say still not delivered. So he ended up picking up in the post office, and he used my name. So the only thing he needed to do was put his credit card in to pay for it, and that's where the error was. Where I need to get really deep in USPS and let them know who's the one that used the credit card, and then from there I was able to get my money. But it took 2 months. So this guy, there's a lot of like things that happen here and there, but as long as you go through it, you're gonna learn. You got to figure out what else you can do. Like there's no just thing that's failing. You know what I'm saying? So it counts on anything, man. If you're into like music, you gotta you're into rapping. You gotta get better and get sharper when it comes to rapping, and continue every day. Like it's a non-stop thing. Again, you just gotta work on your craft, and that's it. And just anything you're trying to do to build, and whatever hustle you're doing, you got to really work on it. It's just very important. But I'm gonna start documenting a lot of things that I do, and obviously I will never let y'all know where I get my items and or what I got different areas, but I do certain things, and I get from different areas, and it's a beautiful thing. Again, it was already 8-9 years, me going deep and learning, and then getting better on it, and then kind of just knowing a lot on different items. Again, there's so many things you could do. You could do women purses, hair, right? Is what you call it, weaves and everything. Is a big market for that too, and you just got to learn like what's happening, what's going on, and you can start selling it and making a lot of money, making extra income. Again, now I got my LLC. I pay taxes. I got my name patent. So Big Lou Antique and Rare Treasures. If you want to look at it, go to www.biglou.antiquesraretreasures.com. You can check out some of my items, and you can see what I do. My Instagram is Macho Masa, so MACHOMASA. If you want to see me on Instagram, you can look at my items and see what I do. If you have any questions, if you're trying to build a small business or trying to do anything when it comes to it, you can ask me. I'm here to share. I'm gonna definitely go really hard with sharing a lot of my experiences and everything. If it can help people, I love it. I love helping people, and I'm into sales, and I'm not scared to share. Anything I do, I go 100%, and I can give you my whole blueprint on how I do things, and I would say 99% of the people won't go as hard as me. Very dedicated, and again, I'm willing to share anything, or help anyone. You know what I'm saying? This world is big, and you know what I'm saying. If I can help someone just be successful, or they're trying to build something and they need some guidance, I'm here. But anyway, thank you very much. I'll be continuing my documenting a lot of, with my videos, and just talking about what I do and certain experiences and everything, and hopefully people will watch it and get back to me, leave a comment or anything. All right, people, talk to you later.